Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you are through to the Fight Cannon Fight channel. I am your host, and holy frig. So I put the Appmon video out last night, went to bed, woke up, and a lot of new information had come out. We had expected Tokyo Toy Show, did say I would cover it. And so I was like, okay, it's 8 in the morning, I'm on my way to work. I can't cover it. I'll cover it when I get home. Throughout the workday, more information drops. And now I've come home to find even more information has dropped. So this video will be regarding, I suppose, the premise of the anime, or like a few trailers released because the official YouTube channel is now live, and so we're gonna cover a fair bit of that. I don't know how much of this stuff I can actually use personally without getting copyright stricken, so I'm going to keep that to a minimum. I still don't like the look of the Digivice, but let's go for the Digimon Universe App Monster info reveal first. Then we'll be moving on to the just a bit of the merchandise that they've shown off. There's a new card game, or there's new Cardask coming out. So I suppose these will work into the trading card game somehow. And then there's a 3DS game coming out in Japan later this year. So we've a lot to get through. So, yeah, let's just get into it. I've only got 15 minutes of video, so let's just get into it. So, and before I begin, all credit and huge thanks to Rainmon's blog, Bokutachi no Digital World, .blogspot.com. I will, link to that down below as well. So let's go through it. So the promotional video that they released, it starts like Wait, hold on, no, that's a different video. There's a video they have to show it off, I think, and it's like it starts off in the real world, and it's like real people, and traffic lights and cell phones are being hacked left and right, and I will touch on that. But anyway, so the actual promotional video for Digimon Universe App Monsters, we didn't know of their existence. This autumn, a brand new story is starting. The artificial intelligence that is hidden in smartphones, Appmonster. The number of monsters is only limited to the number of apps on your smartphone. Appmonster, also known as Appmon. They are born in between the real world and digital space for the sake of the system and human. Odd translation. They are prepared as app life form, artificial intelligence with minds of their own. They live like an app and hidden within the network. In the real world, to summon Appmon, you use the Apply drive, which is the name of the Digivice. You can summon and realize it in the real world. This story's protagonist is Shinkai Haru, 13 years old, first year junior high school. A protagonist with a calm and kind personality. He makes firm decisions and opinions, and has a side of strong. Okay, so he's firm in his decisions and opinions, and has a strong heart. He loves reading, and he's always been looking to be the protagonist in a story. One day, a sudden wild rampage incident leads him to an Apply drive. It asks, "Are you the protagonist?" Then their fates appear. A search Apply monster, Digimon. Haru and Digimon become buddies. In order to erase the virus, they started their battles with Appmons. Am I really becoming a protagonist? Then they meet more comrades that have their pairing with Apply monsters to save the world and discover new mysteries. Appmons can evolve through fusion, pair with Appmons to Super Appmon. Then a new evolution, App Fuse, Digimon. With great development, starts a brand new story. October 2016, TV anime start. And Digimon says, "Let's search for your future." Okay. The new protagonist, I said yesterday, I don't like the design. That they're actually going away again from the Ta naming theme. I guess they ran out of names after Tagiru. Because so far I suppose it's the third now, so we have Taichi, Daisuke, Takato, Takuya, Masaru, Taiki, Tagiru, and now Haru? I'm guessing it's Haru Shinkai. Because if it's Shinkai Haru, like if it's Shinkai isn't the surname, that is a radically different naming system than we're used to for Digimon protagonists. So I'm willing to guess it's Haru Shinkai, if you were to say it westernized, and that keeps the naming theme. It changes the T to a H, but again, Daisuke and Masaru, we have precedents for that. But at least keeps the syllable, for tradition as well. But the comrades, I don't like the look of those either. Now we also did learn that the series director Koga Go is known for Doki Doki Pretty Cure and One Piece Sabo episode. The series compositor is Kato Yoichi, who's known for Yokai Watch and Aikatsu. Now, Yokai Watch might explain the Digivice. And then the character design is Onuki Kenichi, known for Gundam Build Fighters, and the character design director for Gundam Iron Blood Orphans. That explains so much. That explains so much. the main cast, we have Haru is voiced by Yumi Uchiyama. Gatchamon is voiced by Kokoro Kikuchi. And the Apply Drive is voiced by Wataru Takagi. So that's interesting. Now, one thing the trailer does show, if you might have noticed, and is the Digimon seem to have hit points, or the Appmon, I should say, they seem to have hit points. It's going to be a weird season. Like, this is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zale of Digimon. I know I said that yesterday, but just looking at what they're proposing here, it's. I know Digimon likes to reinvent itself every season, and have a new gimmick and a new way of, taking the franchise. But I wasn't expecting them to go back to Cross so soon. Okay, App Fuse. So it's but it is, for all intents and purposes, it sounds like Digicross. Now, when we actually see the show, that might change. But, and my Shoutmon theory was blown to bits, as you can see. The Digimon that I thought might be a Shoutmon evolution is actually the App Fuse of Gatchamon and the GPSmon, who I still don't know the actual name of, but, we'll get to that. There's like a whole bunch of merch out for this already that they're showing off, between the card games, the Apply Drive, the little chips that you put into the Apply Drive. There's a toy of a Digimon called Rainmon, not to be confused with Raidramon, although that would only be a Western confusion, considering I think he was called Lydramon in Japan. But Raidramon, remember how I said the blue guy looks like a Gumdramon Vmon fusion? Kind of apt given how evolution works in this show. Well, Raidramon looks pretty much like a fusion between X-Vmon and Cyberdramon. That's the only way I can describe it. It's so weird. I'm not used to this at all yet. Like, the designs haven't set in correctly. One thing I will say I do like is that the fusion between Appmon and Gatchamon looks like a Kamen Rider. There's and even the GPSmon, there's at one of his cards, and it looks like an alternate fusion between him and Gatchamon. So I'm guessing it's sort of like Digicross, where there's not, or maybe it's more like DNA evolution, where there's not one set form. I mean, if you take XVmon and Stingmon, they become Paildramon. But if you take Stingmon and XVmon, they become Dino Bmon. So it might work the same way that GPSmon and Gatchamon become the green Kamen Rider looking thing, and then Gatchamon and GPSmon become Dogatchamon, which it looks like the Shoutmon thing. But yeah, it's so much new information to go through. So we've got the new anime coming in October. Then, so I think I'm going to leave that there. And then for the next video, we're going to look at the Apply Drive itself, the chips, and some figurines that are coming out in a bit more detail. So, because, I mean, with the Appmon band and chips, we've got new Digimon, or new Applymon or Appmon. It's going to be so weird to make that distinction between those and regular Digimon when they're all still named Mon. So we have like Weathermon, Mailmon, Camramon, Reviewmon, Dogamon, which I can only presume is a play on Nico Nico Douga, and Watchmon. So I might not have been too far off with my thoughts on the clock icon. I don't know if I made them, if I vocal in the video yesterday, but there was a clock icon, and I was like, no, we already have a Clockmon. They wouldn't name something else Clockmon. But they've gone and named one of the new Digimon Hackmon. So I guess anything is fair game, but we'll cover that in one of the next videos. So stay tuned, guys. I'll be right back, and we'll keep going with our fun adventure, I suppose. Catch you in a bit.